So, it's me, your little boy, K. Samson. I have something special for us today. Listen, listen. There's something you need to understand. I don't know why I'm laughing. Let me eat this food. So, guess what? Leave the battle for the Lord. Don't stress yourself. That's saying, I love eating fruit. So, guess what? Leave the battle for the Lord. Don't just stress yourself. Someone betrayed you, leave it for God. Someone talk bad of you, leave it for God. Someone take your kindness, he turn it to become your weakness. Bro, sister, I know it do what? It pain. I know. I have been there. This is what my mom, my dad have gone through for so many years. People whom they do good for, people whom they render help, they always end up, betraying them. They always end up become an enemy. So what am I trying to say is this: don't try to fight back, because fighting back are for those who are weak. Yes, believe me. Yes, I know that there are some categories of people who love revenge, but the truth is this: the time you will use to revenge, what is time now? This is 4:23. The time you will use to revenge, you can use it to do something what meaningful. No, let's just be real. Someone is what is talking bad of you. I know that it is bad. I know that it's not good, but you don't need to stress yourself over people who don't do it, who don't deserve your love. You don't need to stress yourself over people who don't deserve your presence. You don't need to stress yourself over people who don't, who don't want you, who don't like you. Because that is their own cup of tea, believe me. So you need to understand the fact that the battle, you need to leave it for the Lord. You need to allow the Lord to fight the battle for you. You need to allow God to fight that battle. Whether spiritually, physically, you need to allow God to fight it. Because He knew how it started, and He's capable of doing it. So, no matter what people are doing behind you, don't just make it look like something that will give you sleepless night, when you know that the author, the finisher of all man's faith is there with you. So there is no need for you to waste your energy on people whom you know that they are not up to your level. Because the Bible made me to say, it said, I look up to the Lord, where my help comes from. So that means my help don't come from what? From revenge. So you don't need to care who like you or who dislike you. Just leave the battle forward for God. Allow God to do what He knows in doing. No matter how many there are, He knows how to place them in their own ways. Yes, truly it's painful, which I know. Truly is bad when someone whom you do good to, they end up turning to become your enemy. Those days, I used to ask my mom a question. My mom and my dad, I used to ask them serious question. Because we have a lot of people that my parents always do good for. And at the end, many of them always turn around to become an enemy. I asked my mom and my dad one day, as a kid, I asked them, why is it that you people keep doing good to everybody, whereby the ones you people do before, they end up hating you, they end up turning as an enemy, they end up doing things that they ought not to do, because you invite them into our life, into our family, they start to misbehave. They said the reason why we do what we are doing is because we have learned it from our fathers. It is already our habit. We can't stop because of the fact that people whom we do good for, they refuse to appreciate. And not only appreciating, they use it against us. And my dad made a comment. He said, doing good is one of the things that prolong long life. He said this is what he learned from his dad. You know what I'm saying? So what am I trying to say? I'm not going to touch that side. But what I'm trying to say is that whoever that do what, whoever that hurt you, whoever that is your friend and end up become an enemy, don't hate them. Don't hate them. Don't come to that point where you start to hate people because of the fact that they do what they are doing things that you don't want. Because the truth is this. Think about it and come to figure it out. Let me just let you know how powerful you are as a chosen. One person will stand against you to hate you, and you got to understand that this person that stand up against you may just be like only one seed of this thing like this. And you got to understand that this person, because of envy, jealous, malice, he will do what? He will automatically turn all these ones. You know, he will automatically turn all these ones to become an enemy overnight. And they will start to hate you, talk bad of you behind the scene, and they will still come publicly to make you feel like they love you. And among them, they still hate themselves. That is why you don't need to revenge, bro. That is why you don't need to waste your precious time in revenge. Instead, use it to adopt the ones you have that make them become jealous. You know what I'm saying? So, there is no need of you revenging. I know it's hard. But think about it. If you can use 1 hour or 30 minutes to think, oh, this person do me bad, they tear my distance like this. So, I'm going to revenge. I'm going to go back to them and tear their own in pieces. That time you're supposed to use to do it. Just use it to find something to think that will make you to get double of this thing. You will see the increasements of the hating. Do you think that people just hate you because you are not doing well? They hate you because they know that you are accurately, absolutely, wonderfully, amazingly great. Yes. Because I can't just come out now and start to hate. Look at this. I can't just come out now and start to hate something that I have ate. You know, I have eaten. This is the seed. I have eaten it. But I can decide to hate this one. Because maybe, for instance, now, if this one fall, I see that maybe ant or rat, they carry it. Oh, I say, oh, wow, why now? Why is it that they carry it? But if this one fall, I see something carrying it, I will not bother myself because I've already get what I want. And even if I said I want to plant the seed, the moment I see it, I will not stress myself. I will just go there and collect it. So your enemies are empty. Why you are like this? So the reason why they keep troubling you is because there's something in you, which is this. This is just the seed. Because there's something in you. So that thing that is in you, that made you up, which is the fruit, that is the main reason why they hate you. That is why you need not to bother. That's why you don't need to stress yourself. Because they will surely hate you. So the time you're supposed to use to argue with them, the time you're supposed to use to explain to them, use it to work on yourself. You see, most of them will turn to become your fans. Believe me, many of them will end up become your fans. That is why, if you are up there, people are talking bad of you, doing this, and you still feel sad. I know it's hard. I know it's painful. But the real truth is this. Don't let it stress you so much to the point where you will start to overthink. That time you're supposed to use to overthink, use it to build yourself. You will realize that at the end of the journey, people who hate you will automatically become your fans. May God bless you. Remain blessed.